Hey guys, few instructions before we start the session. Kindly keep your audios on mute until and unless the speaker asks some question. Second, after the speaker completes the presentation, then we will proceed with the Q&A session, wherein you can drop in your questions in the chat, or else feel free to unmute yourselves that time and say your question. And thirdly, just grasp as much information as you can, and yeah, just enjoy the session. Thank you. So we will be starting sharp by 5:30. Hello, good evening and greetings to all. I am Rotaract Jagtap, State Coordinator of Maharashtra State at Rotaract Club of the Caduceus, and also final year dental undergraduate student at MGM Dental College and Hospital, Navi Mumbai. So today, I'm very privileged to introduce one of the eminent speaker on our organization, Dr. Haritha Ma'am. Dr. Haritha Ma'am is currently Professor and Head of the Department at Anatomy and Histology Department in Bharatiya Vidyapith Dental College, Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra. She has a vast experience in teaching and research field. Also, she is member of various committees to say like IQAC, scientific, ethical, e-learning, and various others. She has completed her PhD in Human Anatomy subject from MGM Institute of Health Sciences, Navi Mumbai. She is also a fellow of Foundation of Advancement in International Medical Education. And also, she is gold medalist in her undergraduation and post-graduation. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shritesh. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Ma'am, your audio is not that clear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you, Shritesh, for a wonderful introduction. And good evening, all of you. I hope many of my students are here, and I'm privileged to get this opportunity to take some session for you all. Hope this will be just a session where you can just enjoy and understand few things during the course what you are doing, and probably after completing your course, some things which you can choose as a career option as well. So if you have any questions, please drop your questions in the chat box, which we can discuss at the end of the session. Basically, the overall idea is enlightening. I don't say enlightening, I should say just I'll give just an idea about what are the various research opportunities present in current healthcare industry, because we're all doing various courses in the healthcare profession itself, and maybe sometime you might have some kind of question or doubt, or you wanted to explore what are the various options once you entered into the course. Okay, so let us go ahead and see what you can learn out of this session. Okay, so the main objectives of this session will be how to identify your research potential, what is actual research process means, what are the various funding options available, outline about ICMR STS. ICMR STS is basically for MBBS and dental students, We'll just have a outline of that. So let us understand about it as well. Research career options and getting into research institutes. Why someone asked me why you have picked this particular topic. Okay, because as when I started teaching my mbbs courses, many students at the beginning of the study, beginning of the course, they are all very enthusiastic and they wanted to do certain things. They feel like yes, they have achieved something by joining into the course. And once they enter into the course, they know the reality. A lot of syllabus, lot of questions, lot of new terminology, and the fear of taking care of someone, and what happens if we go wrong. So such questions and certain questions keep on coming in your mind. And students used to come to me and ask what I can use other than getting straight into mbbs md degrees, or maybe whatever health professional course you have chosen, probably dental course or physiotherapy or nursing, whatever choose. So after that, are there any alternative options available? Okay, so then when we had a great discussion with many of the students, and I had explained to them as well, research is a very good option for you. So what I want you all to understand is, today, just try to understand, look into yourself, introspect yourself, whether research, you are made for research or not. And if you are, then how you can take your career in research ahead. Okay, so let's see what are the various options available and various ideas. Okay, so let us understand. Imagine I'm just going to take at very basic level. So let us keep in mind that most of the students want to know from the basics. So I just wanted to tell you what is research first. Research, finding answers again. Okay, you are trying to get new answers, but you don't forget that it's a systematic search. I would like to highlight this word systematic search. Systematic search means it's an organized search. You don't just search like that. And through research, new and original information, ideas about the world we live in are obtained. Research is search for knowledge. Okay, research is defined as, please, I want you all to focus on this particular sentence. Research is defined as scientific and systematic search for information on a specific topic. Now, when we are talking about what is a scientific search, what is a systematic search, already I told you systematic means there is a particular order. Now, what is a scientific search means? So there is a process to it. Okay, there are various steps to it. So how do we go about doing research in a particular order? So all this can be understood. So this is just a brief definition about what is research. Now let us understand certain background. Okay, at the beginning of your course, first thing is you are super happy that you have entered into a specific course. Especially I see that when they newly joined students, they feel proud, with appearance, and like you have achieved something. Your parents are also very proud of you. Okay, you have got into a specific industry, career choosing course. So once you enter into, you will start slowly getting into the field. You will start learning first year with, I hope all the courses start first year with anatomy. And unfortunately anatomy is filled with new names, and we are going to bombard all of you with a lot of new names and new terminologies. And then what happens is, at the end, maybe after by the 3 months or 6 months, you'll be very confused. Okay, what am I doing? Why am I doing whatever I study? Whether I can write down in answers or not? And then after writing everything, probably you may again get confused. Okay, whether I'll pass or not. Okay, the biggest question is that. So after you move on from all this, okay, maybe 1 year, first year is always complicated, I'm sure. Okay, all of you agree with me. So when you move on from first year, by the end of first year, you're all comfortable, and second year is the most relaxing time, okay, in all the courses, most of the courses. So second year is where you are already into the system. Now you are a little bit relaxed, you know what are ups and downs, and you know what is various syllabuses, how to go ahead with the examinations. Now you are within the system. Now comes the second stage, that is, yes, we have got some time, and some of you will understand that yes, I can manage my studies. So with managing my studies, what else I can do? Okay, so how to go about into research? Now next question is, are you made for research? If some of the students comes to me and like, ma'am, we want to do some project, okay, in especially in the first year, middle of the first year, sometimes end of the first year, sometimes mostly from the second year beginning, even from dental physiotherapy. So are you made for research? Questioning yourself, maybe I am not made for research. I would say that if you are curious enough to ask questions, then you are made for research. No one has got inborn capability, no one has got inborn talent. Yeah, some of you might have, but I totally believe that if you are a curious type, if you are a person who would like to find out more about what is it, why is it, and how is it actually, we have a lot of questions to solve, and definitely you can pick up the research topics. Now whenever we say this word research, you know, everyone gets excited. Okay, everyone gets excited, so they want to do something, but how to do it? Okay, so what is the next question to ask? Yes, you are curious. Now what next? What next is finding the right guide. Okay, this is the toughest job of all, because you might get inspired by certain people. Some people will communicate well with you, some people show themselves, I mean, like I'm talking about the guides, okay, research guides, the teachers whom you are with. So some people might have a very good teaching capability, some people might have very good research capability, some people are very good clinically, because not everyone are the same. So you have to find that person whom you are willing to take them as a guide, or maybe alternatively the guide should be able to recognize your curiosity and take you as a research student. Now for example, unfortunately what happens is in our healthcare industry, in medical or dental fields, any fields, if you see the research is very, very minimal. Okay, in an academic institute, the research is very less. Proper typical research institutes are different. So what you see in usual research institutes, usual teaching institutes, the research is very minimal. Basically, that is one is because of the funding issue and the lack of expertise and availability of resources. These are the main important problems which usually teaching institutes face. So because of that, many government organizations are pushing the institutes, teaching institutes, to go for research areas. So now research areas are compulsory. Research is compulsory thing as a part of an institute. So every institute has to pick some research topic if they're going to do it. Now, if they're going to work on a research project, why not with the help of students? And it benefits in both the ways. So institute is benefiting, faculty is benefiting, and the student is also benefiting. Now, how the student benefits? Student benefits because you are getting, as a student, you are getting exposure to the research. You are getting exposure to the technicality of the research. What is right and what is wrong? What is plagiarism? And how you understand how to write down a project or a proposal, and literature search. These are all various terminology which you will be getting exposed to. Now as a student, okay, as a guide, yes, someone is asking question.
Yes, ma'am, we will take the questions.
Questions at the end, okay, so just type down your questions in the chat box, we'll take it then. Okay, so as per this, what happens is how it will benefit the faculty. Okay, faculty, yes, institute and faculty, both of them, it is mandatory to take research topics, because for any inspection, for any recognition of the institute, it can be NAC, it can be DCI, it can be MCI, any proper accredited body. Okay, it is mandatory for all the institutes as well as the faculties. It is compulsory for them to show the publications, the list of publications, the list of resources they are developing. So it is compulsory for them. So what is happening is, yes, now the faculty know that yes, it is compulsory for us, so we have to do some research. Now second part is, yes, they have decided to do research. Now what happens next is how to do research, because most of them are not actually they don't have hands-on experience, so they have to start somewhere. Now you may get guide who is very interested in doing something very helpful, okay, have got a lot of ideas, or maybe take your ideas and try to work on, but they may not have experience in writing down a proposal. So these are certain kind of difficulties which guide might have experience. So what happens is, it is we cannot say one person is wrong, the guide is inexperienced, we can't say that. Okay, so we have to work together somehow. This is the reality. So some of them, some of, like, let's say some of the guides, they are already, they have done particular projects, they have some publications, and they have a specific idea how to go ahead. So such people, it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, now the last category of guides, some of them want to do a project, don't have any ideas, but they want someone to do the work for them. So unfortunately, if you are interested, and they might find you the suitable candidate, as a suitable candidate, they can pick you. Okay, and maybe you are supposed to do all the work, and the guide may not know how to guide you as well. So such kind of difficulties you may face during the research process. So identifying the guide is very, very important. Okay, because guides can, number one, guide can have their own projects which they can give you, they can guide you, and you can take a small portion of that particular research which they have been already doing, and you can continue it. Or else they might take up your idea, or they might ask you, yeah, bring few ideas, we can choose something out of it. Okay, relevant topics, and you can work on it. So, like this, we can go ahead and try to find out various topics and ideas. So, how to choose a good guide? Okay, big question. How to choose a good guide? So, first thing is, understand that there are no guides who will only boss you around. Okay, don't look for someone who can only boss you around. They should be knowledge sharing. Okay, you should have good interaction with them. You should be able to discuss openly, not just taking the ideas out of respect. You are doing everything. No, it doesn't work like that. So many times I had a very good group of students. We have done very so many research projects together. So I had seen these students. What happens is, initially they are like, okay, ma'am, whatever you say, we'll do it, like that. But later on, when they start working with the project, with the guide, what happens is, slowly, slowly things start deteriorating. Okay, the guide expects, yeah, students will come and ask, and students doesn't turn up. Okay, because of time management issues and all. So this is why the understanding between guide and mentor and mentee is very, very important in performing a proper research project. So look for a guide who is helpful, who is supportive to you, who will have a good discussion. It's no problem if they are inexperienced, but they should be ready to learn. Okay, so such kind of person is always plus point for you. So you can choose such kind of a guide, and you can go ahead. And always you have to work hard. Work hard. You have to study. You have to find out various literature about the research project which you are about to take. And finally, you should be able to write a protocol which is very honest in nature. What is meaning of honesty? Honesty is like, You should have high standards of reporting of data, not just manipulation of the data. Many times what happens is manipulation of the data quite possible. So you should have a guide who knows, yeah, manipulation is possible, but that manipulation should not be, it should not be the entire thing is changed totally. No, not like that. Okay. So we should see how, to which level a project can be manipulated, or how well we can adjust so that we get honest results out of it. Okay. So that's why getting a good guide is very important. So once you got the guide, okay, identify, mostly what I say is choose some clinical faculty who are ready to because clinic, why I will prefer clinical faculty, because even paraclinical staff, paraclinical and clinical faculty have got resources, because they are directly in contact with the patients, so you get more number of patient samples or data, so it will be very useful for you. Even while doing a project in some clinical field, you get interest into that particular field, so it might even direct you towards that particular career. Okay, choosing that area as your career. So that's why choose some clinical topics which are patient oriented. So next, while choosing topic, okay, after finding a guide, when you are choosing a particular topic, what happens? Okay, this is the research project. We'll go back to this. What are the, how to choose the topic and all. So first, what you have to do is you have to start the initiation project, initiate the research project. So for this particular thing is you have to be ready with the guide and the topic. Okay, topic is very important. Now, when we are talking about the topic, how do you choose a topic? Okay, is it three things are important when you're choosing a topic. One thing is it should be very clear. It should have very clear objectives. What do you mean by objectives? Objectives are measurable indicators. So whenever you're choosing a topic, you should always remember that your topic should contain a measurable objective. Okay, measurable indices. That is a scientific objective. Next is you should be able to use, or the resources which are available in your particular institute, you should be able to use them and work on that part. If you are writing, I want to do something on electron microscopy, which is not available in your institute, it will cost you more. So it might be a very interesting project, but if you cannot, if you have to share from your pocket, it will be very difficult as a student or even the faculty, so it becomes very difficult. So you have to see what resources I can use from this particular institute, or from the institutes which are associated with your university. So find out the topic which is related, which is clinical oriented, and which is having good measurable objectives. And the next is using the resources within your institute. Okay, maybe patient data, or maybe whatever case reports you can collect. Okay, so all that you can utilize, and don't forget that whatever you have taken the data, okay, if you're writing a particular project based on the clinical data available in your particular institute, always remember that yes, the resources are important, faculty are important, funding, how much I can invest from my pocket or from the faculty's pocket. This is very important. We will discuss about the funding separately. Okay. These are the main important things when you are looking for a title of a project or a research topic. Now, next thing is, how do I find out the information? When we are talking about information, now you understood that, yeah, don't take something very rare topic. It becomes very difficult for you to get information. So you should take which is most relevant to this particular scenarios or to the localities and to your institute. So based on that, you can choose the topic. So once you have chosen the topic, you have to now go and search for the information. There might be many people who have worked on the same kind of research topic. So you have to go back and search. Now, how will you search for that? There are two different types of sources. One is, this is, you can see we have databases, okay, and we have search engines. Now, what happens with most of the students is the students just search in Google. Google is a normal web search engine. So what happens is you get all sorts of information which may not be completely authenticated. So always go for, when you are looking for a research topic, authenticated information is very important. So what you have to do, choose a topic, choose a search engine which is very authenticated for you. So scientifically relevant search engine. So you have different types. Okay, these are the databases. These are the data examples of databases. There are many. These are good databases where you can rely information on, and related to only healthcare. I've shown only related to healthcare databases. And these are the search engines which are, you can search health related articles, publications, textbooks, even whatever journals. Okay, so all this can be found out from this particular search engine directly. Okay, so what is the difference between a database and a search engine? Let us just understand a small difference between them. Okay, databases are purchased by your school or the college. Okay, whereas content is reviewed and recommended, information is organized, and information is reliable in a database. Okay, because database is costly, we are investing and we are buying that. Okay, and it has very well organized content. But a search engine, what happens is, this is free to access, no review standards, but whatever we had seen before, they are all verified, reviewed search engines, so you can use them, no problem. Information is also organized in this search engines, but mostly you will get, you should know how to search the information. That's why it is important for you. And information is not stable, locations and content continuously change. So that's the problem with search engines. Databases are more reliable. So once you start searching for a particular topics, you use various search items. So maybe in your institutes there are always librarians available. Okay, go to them and discuss. I would like to search on this particular topic. They will give you idea about how to search on a particular topic. Okay, they will give various search terms. The search terms or mesh terms. These are called as mesh terms in PubMed. So you can use various search terms so that you get specific what exactly you are looking for. So once you know literature, when it is published, which year it is published, how much content is available earlier, and how much is missing. So on what areas I can concentrate on. So like that, you have to explore and find out and discuss with your guide. Every day you have to find out, at least give 1 hour time for this searching, literature searching, and you go back, take that article to your guide, discuss, and get a clarity on whether is this the one related to my research topic. So once you are clear with that, then you go for selecting the topic. Okay, now what information I want, okay, what information actually is relevant for this particular study, write down. Okay, write down your aims, write down your objectives. Okay, aim will be a broad aim. Okay, where our objectives are specific objectives under which your results has to be written. Okay, for example, if you are reading about obesity, okay, junk food causes obesity, I'm just giving an example. Your title says that junk food causes obesity. You are trying to find, evaluate obesity or not, to find out junk food causes obesity. Or objectives will be specific objectives, like what exactly you are searching for under junk food. Okay, what variables you are taking under junk food, and what objectives you are writing, and what are the results you are going to get in a very specific way. So like that, you might have 3 or 4 objectives for each research topic. Okay, so under aims and objectives, now once you are defined with aims and objectives, you go write down your methodology. So you write where exactly you are doing, how you are doing, what are the steps you are going to go ahead with, whether you're using humans or not. If you're using human studies or animals, you have to take ethical permissions. A lot of ethical guidelines are there, consent forms are there. patient information data are there. So you have to work out on all this particular topic. So if you're doing a research process, you will get exposure to all these things. You will be learning about all these processes, okay, learning about all these topics. So that will be a great exposure to you. So once you get everything, now you start organizing the data. Okay. Now, once you are organizing the data means you're just writing the information. Yes, I have worked on this particular research project, this result, and all these results, I have written it like this, okay, in a particular order. Now, based on that order, you do a statistical analysis. Once you do the statistical analysis, your data is whether you are actually you have achieved your research objectives or not. If not, what else can be done? So all that after organization. What you will go to this particular area, that is present. As a student, I always tell all the students, if you have done a particular research project, always go for presenting your research. So presenting means where you can present in conferences, you can present in workshops. Okay, so you can present your data. So we have state level conferences, we have national level conferences where students can present your topics. Okay, so you can present whatever you worked on with the help of your guide. Okay, you can do poster presentations. There are many scientific poster competitions where you can present your data. So once you've done everything, you just assess. What do you assess? What I have learned from this particular process. Assess yourself and assess your research project. And finally, you publish, which is not here. You can publish. What is a publication? Publication is something where you will give all your information in a reputed journal. So, which journals you are supposed to pick? You are supposed to pick journals which are indexed. Okay, indexed means there are certain organizations which will say, yes, this particular journal is good for publication. So, this is called as indexation. So, journal should be indexed. It should be a national journal or a international level journal, and journal can be having a high impact factor. Impact factor, how many? Okay, can you please mute? Yeah. Impact factor is how many people are trying to open your particular article, okay, after its publication, or after the publication, how many people have reviewed your publication. Okay, so based on that, every journal gets impact factor. So impact factor, good impact factor journal you should choose. Okay, it can have high HI index. We have various measurements, no need to worry about all that. So you can try to go and assess which is a good journal, which is there are many journals, okay, which are you just pay, you'll get it published. So you have to choose a very good journal which is very good reputed. At least it should be indexed in Google Scholar. Okay, and there are various other indexations, okay, like PubMed indexed. If your publication is indexed in PubMed or Web of Science, Science Direct, Scopus, these are very, very high indexed journals. So pick such kind of journals for your publication. Okay, if you have worked on your research project, always make sure that you publish the data, finish your project. After publication, you move on. What happens is once you have worked on a research project, you just finish it and you will be very happy and you will leave that course and go away. But what happens is you are leaving that valuable resource with whom? With your guide. So what happens as a guide? Maybe I can publish the data, okay, even without even acknowledging your name. So what happens is as a student you should keep in mind that that is your hard work. You have invested your time and resources, so you should always make sure that you publish your research journal, I mean research topic, and then leave the particular institute, or anyway even be in touch with your guide so that you can always complete that process of research after publication. That will give you more benefit. Okay, so once your topic is published, that means you are now experienced in completing one research project. Okay, so these are the various things which we should keep in mind. Okay, you can publish your results of your research after 2-3 years of completing the research project. Yes, you can. Yes. For ICMR STS research project, we will discuss that when we are talking about ICMR research. Okay, and when we are doing the ICMR topic, I'll talk about that particular question. And if someone asks which is the best topic to take up for research, depends upon what you are curious about, what you are interested in, and which guide you have got. So based on that, you can choose the topics. Lot to learn, right? Open your brain and try to search. So what is the research project process? Now understand that there are various steps to it. This is basically scientific process. I don't want to you to get into all this scientific process of the steps of research. So I'll just quickly go through what is initial problem, identify the research question of the problem, and explore the theory, generate a hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? Hypothesis means an outcome which you are imagining that you are going to get out of your research project. So, what is this basically? Now, I'll tell you a very good example. Every research project, when you are trying to do, question yourself, out of this research project, what is the outcome? Means, yes, clinically, can my project will be helpful for further research? This is called as basic science research. Okay. Next is whether my research project will be helpful for patient. Okay, for either their diagnosis, prognosis, patient care. So question yourself. So this is the rationale of the study. So you should have idea in your mind that your research project is not just a thing which you are simply conducting. You are trying to find out some solution for a real problem. Okay, that is the thing which you should keep in mind. Things. Okay, that is what is the rationale of the study. Out of what is the rationale? That means out of this particular research project, what I'm going to achieve. Second is, once I do this particular study, how it will be helpful for others. Then try to find out the novelty of the study. Novelty of the study means what is new in your particular research. So these are the things which you should keep in mind. So hypothesis will help you to understand that what exactly you are planning to study and what outcomes you might achieve at the end of this particular research project. So this is the hypothesis. So this hypothesis planning should be done at the beginning of your study. Then you identify what are the variables you have to study, what are the measurable variables, you have to collect the data, then analyze the data. Without statistical analysis, you are not going to give a clarity about what your research has given outcome. So you have to do a statistical analysis. And if you feel that yes, the results are not accurate or the results are giving a slight idea altogether, now change or modify or support the theory. You go back to this particular question. Okay, it's okay. You can change the question. You can change the research problem. No problem. Okay, right? So this is about the research process. Now, what are the challenges? What are the challenges faced during research process? When you are trying to do research, what can be the challenges you can see? First is lack of scientific training. You are starting new, and probably the guide also might be starting new, so you might have a difficult time when your guide is having scientific training, not proper scientific training. That's okay if you find a very good guide where you can have a very good tie up with. Okay, you have certain let's say rapport with that guide. Curiosity factor is very good. So with that person, no problem at all, and learn together, right? So that will help both of you. Okay. And next is lack of communication with the supervisor or the guide. I had seen many students at the beginning when we sit in the classroom, they say that yes, you can pick some research projects, you can do it, we can guide you and all. So there will be tens of students who comes and they says that yes, ma'am, we are interested, we want to do it. Okay, fine. These are the topics you can work on. Come again. After first few times, they stop. Slowly they will stop coming to the guide. Okay. Then slowly what happens is the interest goes down. Research requires a lot of patience. First thing. Okay, you are curious, good. You have got a guide, good. But if you don't have patience, you cannot go ahead with it. So you have to really have patience to work on and dig deep that particular research process and then go ahead. Okay. So that's why good communication with the supervisor or guide is important. Time management, because already you are doing a particular course, you have to achieve the objectives of that course. So you cannot avoid the course altogether, research process, and just work on that. It is not possible. So you have to manage your time. If you feel that yes, I can manage my time, I say this is the most important factor for all the students. If you feel that yes, you can manage the time, studying everything for your course, and then you can get curious and try to find out some good topics and work on it, yes, you can be into the research. Not having a definite deadlines, taking a research project, just working as it is, it will not help. You have to plan. You should have a proper deadlines. Okay, by this time I have to complete my protocol presentation. By this time I have to submit to my ethics approval committee. By this time I have to complete at least gathering data of my first and second objectives. So like that, you should have a definite deadline. Then insufficient training in literature review. So I feel this is again one of the important concept where most of the people fail. Most of the protocols, when we see in scientific review committee, okay, when we attend that, so most of the students, what happens is they write in this in their protocols saying that ours is our topic is the most newest, okay, and we could not find any data saying that this topic has been done earlier. That is wrong. Okay, there is nothing called as no information available on that particular topic. This statement cannot come, because if you think you are the only person who can think like that, that is wrong. Okay, we have got so many people working on different areas, and there will be literature available. So you just need to know how to search it. Okay, so literature search, with a right way of literature search, you can get information on every single thing. And ideally, if you see every institute, UGC, okay, NAC, these are the accrediting bodies for the institutes. These bodies says that yes, every institute should have a proper library with enough resources. On an average, every institute spends 30 to 50 lakhs per annum. Okay, per an year, they spend 30 to 50 lakh rupees only investing on journals, okay, on the library resources. But unfortunately, most of it is not being used. Okay, all the money is going waste. So what happens is, if you don't know how to search, if you don't know how to use that particular resources which are available in your institute, then it becomes very difficult. So you have to go, repeatedly go to the librarian, sit with that person and try to open all the possible journals which are available, and whatever topic you are interested in, look for e-content available on that particular journals. Many of e-journals are being subscribed by the institutes, so you can pick them, you can work on this particular literature review. Then the difficult question is funding for the research. Yes, you have got an excellent topic, you have got an excellent guide, but to work on that particular topic, you have to invest little money. So where are you going to get this money from? So we will discuss. We will discuss about that. Yeah. So now, what is the next part? Is keeping up patient till the end. This is the most important thing. So research requires a lot of patience. So you need to have a lot of patience and understand the research till the you have to follow up your research work till the completion. Then it becomes very easier for you to go ahead with all this mind. Okay, when I'm showing challenges, always remember, I didn't say that these are the obstacles, these are the problems you are going to get. I'm telling you that there are solutions available for all these things. Okay, you have to keep in mind, always look for solutions for your problems. So we'll try to understand how to go for funding. Okay. Someone asked, can a UG student use the research database field in institute? Yes, you can. Okay. ICMR does not allow you to change the research question, how to justify your results if it's not favorable. And then we will discuss this concept. Please drop in the message if I'm not addressing this issue again. Okay. You can always go to the librarian. You can ask them to show all the database available. It is each and every institute, they spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees. They have the resources, but no one are using it. Honestly speaking, not even the faculty are using it. So because of this, we are wasting a lot of money. Go to librarian, sit with them, and you can explore. Okay, lot of content is available. Databases are available. Not even the search engines, databases are available. Okay. Now let us just address this particular concept. Yes, you need funding. Okay. Other things, when we are discussing about other topics, other challenges, we know that, yeah, this is in your hand. But what about this particular thing? There is funding for the research. So that is not in your hand. How to get it? Okay. First most thing, if you have a very good project, if your guide has got experience, even if there is no experience, if the topic is excellent and the topic has got novelty and the topic has got good rationale, you are going to get good results out of it. You believe in that, your own institute will fund it. Okay, some of you might just laugh now. Okay, but I would like to tell you this: your institute, all the institutes, as per all the accreditory bodies like MCI, NAC, DCI, you choose any accreditory body. These bodies asks that for accreditation of an institute, how much funding we are giving to the student projects. When I was working with internal quality assurance, when we are preparing reports, this is one of the most important point which we have to submit. As an institute, we have to submit to the government bodies saying that how much we have spent on research. Okay, as a seed money. Seed money means we are giving a little bit money for conducting the research. Okay, initiation of the research. So every institute has got that responsibility. So every institute is looking for good research proposals. So if your research proposal is excellent, good, then definitely the institute will support you. Okay. So then if yes, institute is supporting you, giving you a little bit of seed money, you can start off. If yeah, still you feel that yeah, I should look for external resources, there are other resources which gives you money. University Grant Commission, UGC. All higher educational institutes come under wing of UGC. Now, UGC gives funding. UGC is a body, it's a government body, and it gives funding for research, even for faculty and the students. Basically, if your guide is a registered or recognized teacher in that particular institute, having a good years of experience, they can definitely apply for UGC. In fact, right now the applications are open. Okay, you can apply through your guide. Your project can be sent for major or minor project. Okay, for funding, you'll get the funding. Because UGC gives funding for teaching institutes, especially for faculties and student projects also. Okay. Now we have Inspire scholarships. These are other scholarships. Sometimes what happens is you may not get direct funding as a research fund. You might have to go to, apply as a student. Yes, I'm a student. I'm in this particular course. Now I would like to have a scholarship. So you can approach various scholarship agencies. Even if you are getting good scholarship, you can use it for your research fund. You get around 86,000 rupees per annum. Okay, so you can apply for that. Both UG and PG projects can be applied here. This is purely for research only, student research, and this is especially for MBBS and dental students only. Okay, and that process also we will discuss. Now, CSIR program on youth leadership in science. Okay, this is CSIR is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Now, CSIR is a very good agency, government agency, which gives funding for projects as well as some kind of scholarship schemes are available in they and me. Okay, so you can apply for this schemes also. Okay, and this is another postgraduate fellowship to our CSIR. This is again when if you are an international student India and working on some project, research project, and you can apply for this fellowship. Okay, you get something around 30,000 or 50,000 per month. Okay, it's a very good fellowship program. Now there's GP Birla Scholarship. This is a scholarship basically for low income group families and the students who could not they have a lesser income, lower income, they can apply for this. And if you are into healthcare profession, and they give around 3 lakh rupees per annum. Okay, you have to provide related documentation and everything, and they give very nice scholarship. Okay, so national merit scholarship, these are all various scholarships which you will get. See, what happens is these two scholarships usually you apply after. Okay, so what happens is instead of directly going into research and then finding for funding, instead you can directly apply for scholarships, get the scholarship, and with that scholarship money you can do some research. That is also quite possible. Okay, now fellowships and schemes, there are other fellowships and schemes. Okay, I just written it down here. You can go back and have a look at it. All this Swarna Jayanti Research Fellowship, okay, Ramanchar Fellowship Program. Now this one, Science Academy Summer Research Fellowship. This is a pure research fellowship. Here, say that you don't have any guide with you. Okay, let's say that you don't have you are interested in research but you don't have any idea, so you can apply for this summer research fellowships. Okay, here what happens is you have to, they give a list of institutes. Under them you can pick the institutes. Very good institutes are there, like IITs and ISCs. So you get very nice, very good research institutes. You can pick. You'll get guides also available for them, and you get 2 months ka research fellowship. You will have to go to that particular institute, especially it comes in the month of your vacation period. So you'll get 2 months ka, you will get vacation off. Okay, you will get off from the institute if you are being selected for this summer research fellowships. So you can get into this particular summer research fellowships. Next is Deccan India Merit Scholarship. This is a wonderful scholarship. Once again, I'll tell you why. Because this you can apply prior. Once you got into your course, you can apply for this. If your merit is very good, you'll get the 20% off on all your course fees, as well as your any types of the cost present within the course. Okay, everything you'll get 20% off for every year. Okay, so even though this is now available, okay, you can go back and see it. Now, some of you might be interested in public health scholarships. Okay, you want to do something in epidemiology, you want to do in now you might be very much inspired with COVID condition and such kind of virulent diseases and all. So you'd like to do something in public health related. You can go ahead and you can see I had given the link here also. There are lots of under this particular site, you will get lots of schemes. Again, there are various schemes, and all types of courses can go and find out. Not just MBBS, no, you BDS, physiotherapy, even nursing students also, BSc, optometry, all these kind of paramedical courses, they also can go and they can explore these options. Okay. We have DAE, this is Department of Atomic Energy, SRC award. Okay. JNCSR, this is also Summer Research Fellowship Program. Now, ICMR CRI UConn, this is also Summer Research Program. Right now, this is stopped, but when the applications are open, then you can definitely go and try for this. TIFR, IISc, ISC, NCBS Bangalore. So these are all again offering research fellowships where you can go explore the areas in these particular institutes and get into that particular research areas. Okay, you can find out very advanced machinery technology. You can learn all this in this particular institute when you get into this program. So you just have to search, you have to find out what are the ideal timings to apply for. Once you have got that time, if you are being selected, you can go, you can explore, you will get lots of hands-on training. Okay, now these are something again post MBBS you can go for junior and senior research fellowship. There is a scheme called as Boys Cast scheme, so you can apply for this as well. So these are the various fellowships and schemes available. Okay, there are a lot of options. Now let us just understand ICMR STS, okay? Because most of you are MBBS students, and I myself am guided to ICMR STS projects. So with that little experience, I'll just give you guidelines what exactly ICMR STS means. ICMR is Indian Council of Medical Research. It's a government organization. It facilitates a lot of extramural funding. It gives funding for research projects, for major and minor projects. And here ICMR has taken up that initiative to fund student projects because as a students, okay, as undergraduate students, after completion of your undergraduation, you go to PG. Once you go into PG, you are supposed to write a dissertation or thesis. Without having any research experience, you are directly going into post graduation and you're going to start the entire process. Without knowing anything, you're going to write protocols, you're going to submit, which might be very difficult. Okay, so that's why they want to facilitate undergraduate research. So what they did, they give this STS. STS means short term studentships. Okay, what is this short term? How much time they are giving? They're funding for 2 months in a year. The usual 2 months will be mostly as per their guidelines. It is mostly in the month of April, May, during your vacation period. They imagine that you will be working on your research project in this particular 2 months. Okay. Now, what are the guidelines? This flowchart shows you the previous year's guidelines. This year, still the process has been not been started. So what happens is usually online registration happens the day, usually the months remain same. Registration for this process happens in the months of December, January. You can look for it in the ICMR portal. There is you just go to Google and type ICMR STS, you'll get all the data. You have to prepare an online proposal submission. You have to prepare a proposal. The proposal should be excellent, good, well written, and it has to be submitted by end of January. And your review of applications will start from February to March, and announcement of the result. What they're going to announce, whether your proposal has been accepted for conduction of research or not in the month of April. So once you are through with this, what you will do, we go to the next step, that is research and report submission. So you do research in this particular months, okay, till September. Then you have to submit your report. When you will submit in the months of August to October. So usually the months remain same. So if you are applying previous year December, you will be submitting August to October of next year. Okay. And this reports, whatever reports has been submitted, this reports will be reviewed again, and the final result, okay, will be given in the month of February of next year. Okay, this total process is almost 2-year process. It starts December. So for example, this year December 2020, it starts proposals. Then next year you will be completely working on your research completion, report writing, report submission. Then 2021 is gone. Then next 2022 will be getting your final result, whether your report is accurate, or they have got very nice accurate mechanism to find out whether you have just copied and pasted, is there a plagiarism, did you manipulate your result. Everything is very accurate in ICMR, so they will verify very clearly and find out whether your result is fine or not. Okay, so 2 times you will be exposed to getting this result. What is that? First is whether your proposal to do research has been accepted or not. The next is whether your research research report after completing the research, whether that has been completed well or not. Okay, so this result, if you are successful in this, I have known very some of my colleagues, they have their proposals. First of all, we have applied around in year 2018-19, from MGM, we have applied around 27 ICMR STS protocols. Out of that, out of 27 protocols, only 7 of them has been accepted. Okay, only protocols has been accepted. 7 of them has been accepted. Now, out of 7, final results, only 3 of us has got final results. Okay, so that means what happens, your research project might be disqualified here also. Now, after, once you are getting final result, yes, your research report has been accepted, then you will get the stipend. Okay, when you will get the stipend, after second year, June, May or June, the student will be getting the stipend. Okay, what is the stipend? Per month 10,000 rupees, 2 months 20,000 rupees will be uh, transferred to the student's account. So that is ICMR STS. Now some of you have asked question, one guide can take 2 students? No, one guide can take only 1 student per year. Okay, so that is one of the most important thing you should understand. Now, if you want to, yes, you can contact professors at basic science institutes, definitely. Please meet various faculties of various institutes, IITs. You can go, you can always meet them, and you can always question them. Okay, if some of the guides might get interested with your curiosity, and they can pick you, add you in some of their research also, so that will be excellent. Okay, so this is about ICMR STS. So you, yes, someone asked, can you extend the duration beyond 2 months in ICMR STS? See, extension of the duration is not possible. That is, you will get only 2 months ka stipend, but you can start your research project way earlier. In the month of December you are applying. Okay, from January onwards, your internal process should be going on. By the time of January, even your protocols, after submitting to ICMR, you should give it to your scientific review committee. Once your SRC says okay for your protocol, then you should give it to your ethical clearance. Once your protocol is clear in ethical clearance, then you will start working on your research project. Need not be, you need not do only in that particular 2 months. You can continue from the month of January till the December, or till the August, till your report submission. So you will get enough time, no problem at all. Okay, so then one more point is, some of you might ask, out of 27 projects we submitted, only 7 of them are accepted. What happens to the rest? They have taken time, they have prepared the protocols. If their protocols are not been accepted, what happens? So what we have decided from MGM, that yes, let us just work it out as a normal student project. So still you can continue your project. If not ICMR, you can still continue your project. After continuing your project, you can still go and submit it for some conferences. You can present in a conference, you can publish the data, so you can still go ahead with your presentations, okay, with your research. It is getting accepted, I will continue the process. No, not required. You can still continue your project. um, Ethical considerations, permissions that you have to take from ethical committee. ICMR gives specific guidelines. Okay, every institute has got their institutional ethics committee, IEC. So this ethics committee will always give a certain period of time, like let's say 6 months. Once they have to meet, they have to review all the protocols which has been submitted to ICMR or any student projects. They will review faculty projects and they'll say, yes, ethically, this can go ahead. Ethically means there are a lot of ethical considerations related to human studies. If you are taking human studies, are you doing any very intensive procedures? If not, are you going to hurt anyone's sentiments? So all these things, there are clear cut guidelines from ICMR. You'll get it from ICMR website also. You can just go back and have a look at ICMR ethical guidelines. Even if you type it in Google also, you'll get a PDF document. You can just look and have an idea about that, right? So once it is, and permission to be taken after acceptance of proposal or before. Yes, you can take ethical permission before acceptance of the proposal also, because institutional ethics committee will give you idea about how to do your research, okay, whether your research can go ahead, even though whether it is sending for ICMR or not. You can always go for IEC even before sending for proposal, sending your proposal to ICMR. Even in my first ICMR STS student, we have already taken IEC, and for applying, for ICMR STS, we had given the ethics permission letter also along with the documents, okay, along with the protocol. So it got accepted. So no problem, you can submit, right? What are the reasons some proposals are rejected? Reasons for proposals getting rejected is number one, it is lack of clarity, lack of clear objectives, lack of scientific writing ideas. So you have to search, okay? Some of them, some of the protocols, you should take some guidelines. You should take help from others who are okay, good at scientific writing. So try to find out people who can help you out how to write a proposal and write down a better proposal. Sometimes you may have great ideas, but if you don't know how to write, so the proposals get rejected. And some of the times the objectives might be very, you may not attain them. Okay, you might write, I want to do electron microscopy. I'm just giving an example. Electron microscopy on a very rare disorder, skin carcinoma or something like that. And you're writing 30 samples. You'll not get them in a period of 2 months. So they will see relevance of your study. They will see rationale of your study. They are going to assess you based on what is your objective and how well you have written your protocol. Okay, so all these things will help you to identify the particular proposal which should be accepted, which should not be accepted. How many students are selected for continuing their research? Guys, I'm telling you, if you have guides, if you want to do research, there is yes, they can continue their research, no problem. Okay, so you can just go continue your research, even if your ICMR is not the only area, where you have to do your research protocol. ICMR certificate is going to definitely help for your career also, but don't fix that only ICMR STS is going to guide you through research. No, otherwise also you can still continue your research project. You have done many research projects like that, and good publications came out of them. So you can still continue. Okay. So, what are the research careers? We'll just quickly go through that research careers, what you can study. We have regenerative medicine, forensics, epidemiology, drug discovery and development. See, you might have this particular idea thinking that once you entered into MBBS or dental or physiotherapy or nursing, there are no other options. No, it's not like that. There are various options, especially related to research. You can do many things. Okay, regenerative medicine, patient safety management, device innovations, medical research, scientific writing, clinical research, health outcomes research. Very interesting area. And you can even go for MD PhD dual degree. There are various institutes which provide this MD PhD dual degree. So you can opt for that. Now, what is regenerative medicine? Very quickly, we'll just see what are some of the important areas. Regenerative medicine says that they pick out stem cells, they culture the various cells of the body, and they try to create organs. They try to, repair the damages which are present inside the organs and tissues, and try to help out in various areas, especially in places which we cannot usually help them out with the normal routine diagnosis and therapies. Okay, so regenerative medicine is a very new area and very upcoming boom area. So you can definitely try in regenerative medicine. Okay, so what usually regenerative medicine is mixed with, you will work with cells, tissues, biologies, all that, and rehabilitation. Okay, how you can external stimulation, all these things will come under regenerative medicine. Okay, and you use both regenerative medicine and rehabilitation, and you can even choose to optimize clinical and patient outcomes. This is all areas where you can explore the research in regenerative medicine. Okay, I'll not go into details of what is regenerative medicine, but what are the institutes which are offering, regenerate medicine. Okay, what you can do, you can choose any of the institutes, you can pick a course, you can continue after your MBBS or BDS. You can take, you can work on this particular course. Once you are done with this course, you can continue your area of career into this particular area. Okay, so and they're paid well. Okay, so these are all the various institutes. Institute for Stem Cell Science and Regenerative Medicine, SRM Institute, Manipal. I was from Manipal. We have a very big research lab. One big whole building is dedicated to life science research, and regenerative medicine is a excellent area. If you have to do something there, I will say blindly you can go ahead and do it in Manipal. So Sharda University, all these institutes are given here. You can later on take this presentation and you can work. You can see all this, explore the options. Forensics, again, many people think that after MBBS, dental, there is no other areas to explore. Why not in forensics? Okay, even in forensics also, you can explore various research fields in forensics. Okay, very excellent research fields. You can be a clinical forensic examiner, medical legal advisor, forensic psychology, very interesting field. Okay, if anyone are up to it, you can just explore these areas. Very interesting area, because you'll get to know how criminal things, what is their mindset, why they are doing what they are doing. Okay, so all this can be explored with an degree which you have. Either it can be MBBS, dental, physiotherapy. You can go and you can work on this forensic psychology. Some institutes are offering this. Okay, forensic toxicology, forensic odontology. See, someone is just about to ask for BDS, what is BDS student? Forensic odontology, okay, using just the teeth, okay, impressions of the teeth. They are going to find out various crime procedures related to it. So you can explore this particular area, forensic odontology, forensic chemistry, various chemical reactions. You can just go explore lot to okay. Abroad you get lots of salaries, and you get a lot of institutes which are recruiting forensic specialists. So some of the institutes I have listed here, you can explore the courses, not just the institute. You just go to this particular institute site and explore the courses. Very nicely, the courses details are given for that courses. Most of the health science courses are eligible for this. Okay, so one of the best institute I personally know is Osmania University. Getting admission into it is a bit difficult, but I feel that IFS Education Department, Pune. So this is offering very nice courses. So just go back and have a look at it. Even Gujarat Forensic Sciences University. Okay, they are even offering courses for dental students. Okay, nursing students are also, even BSc students can opt for these courses. Okay, toxicology courses and all, very interesting courses. If you are really for it, want to explore, you can go. Epidemiology is another area. Or epidemiology, I think all of you, most of you know that. Okay, there are various levels. You can go as an applied epidemiologist, infection control epidemiologist, professor. Okay, if you are going for, if you do a PhD, you can just definitely go for, after MBBS, you can directly go for PhD. Okay, I don't know whether most of you know it or not. After MBBS, you're eligible to do a PhD. So you can directly do a PhD in epidemiology. There are lots of institutes which are offering epidemiology after MBBS, dental, even for nursing students can go for epidemiology. There are courses such as masters in health, uh, you know, epidemiology. Pharmacy. Offering you anything, just a community, you as a community, nurse, epidemiology, and explore those careers, very interesting careers. And what are the various institutes? All these institutes, just go and have a look at these institutes. Okay, later on, because there are various industries. If you
Uh, Excuse me, ma'am. I guess there is some network
epidemic,
issue.
can you hear me?
Uh, yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me? Okay. So these are the various
Let
institutes. You can just go and have a look at it. I have given links also. So drug discovery and development. These are the various institutes which are offering courses. Why I specifically kept these institutes? Because they are offering courses. You can get short-term courses, long-term courses, basically for this research oriented courses in these fields. Okay, you can explore various options. Okay, so you can just try to find out what comes under a particular drug which you are giving to a person, how it is going through, what are the various protocols. You can study that if you're really interested in. You can explore this field. So patient safety and management, very few people think that this is an area of exploring. Very few people really that patient safety and lot of research can be in patient safety and management as well. India is the best place to start this particular industry because compared to other countries, in India, we don't have definite protocols for patient safety. Okay, so we have to if you are really interested in, you have various online courses given by some of the best universities. You can do online courses and you can get into this particular area, okay, and explore your options in patient safety and management. You can work in this particular field, okay. You'll get lots of opportunities to enter into and explore. Medical writing, this is one of the area which is once again many students after MBBS, they don't get PG seats, they don't get there probably there might be n number of reasons. So when they can't get into a PG, when they are not interested in patient oriented practice, then they go for certain area called as medical writing. In this, what happens is it's also called as content writing. You take certain idea of all the basic medical terminologies. You try to work on this particular area, and basically you'll be helping out someone to write a book or a journal or maybe transcription, okay, the medication and how to orient that medication to a patient. So all this comes under medical writing. So there are various courses which will teach you, yes, medical writing as well. And once you are experienced in this, you can just be a freelancer. You need not work under a particular company or a particular industry. You can do a freelancing job as well. So this is also one of the area. So especially people after completing BDS, physiotherapy, if you are really interested and you are very good at terminology and good writing skills are there, definitely you can try your hand in this medical writing also. But for this also, you need to be very good at research because you need to know literature searching as well. Okay. Now, clinical research is one more area where in clinical research you'll get lots of things. Okay, you will be studying about what are the good clinical practices, ethical and regulatory approvals, what are the principles of drug discovery. Okay, bench to bedside, pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics. All this you are going to learn in clinical research. So basically, clinical research is completely related to how you are going to conduct trials, clinical trials, especially clinical trials on patients. Okay, there are various levels of clinical trials. Okay, first phase, second phase, third phase, like that. So various levels of clinical trials. You are as a clinical researcher, you can just explore that field and you can do first level trial. What has to be done? What are the various types of levels? What are the various types of clinical trials? Okay, blinded, non-blinded, double blinded studies. So all these are related to clinical research. So there are various special institutes which give you clinical research courses. So you can even work in that also. This is also part of research only. Okay, so you can explore that. Even some of the institutes are giving clinical research ka PhD programs. Okay, so you can pursue as a PhD also, PhD in clinical research also. Now, institutes which are offering research courses for health science professionals, these are some of the very good institutes which are offering some good, programs. Just have a look at it. Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology offers major research program in disease biology and molecular medicine, as well as plant biotechnology and discovery. Okay, I think some of them, these are very completely pictured or completely oriented only on research. Okay, it's courses based on research. Getting into this course is very difficult, but once you are into this, it will be very nice courses. Okay, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute, Thiruvananthapuram. This is giving a very good research course. Okay, and Zigmar postgraduate. Okay, AGIMER. Okay, these people, these Christian Medical College, all these courses are actually giving you PhDs. Okay, that means after MBBS, you can directly go into PhD programs. Okay, so Kochi conducts MTech Nanomedical Sciences. Now, if you see, nanomedical science is one of a streaming area. Okay, very good area. So they have around 20 seats. BSc, MSc, MPS, BTech, Inform for the mission. Nano build, okay, technology for drug deliveries. They are MTech, MBBS and MTech in medical nanotechnology, and Radiation Medicine Center from BARC, Mumbai conducts diploma course in radiation medicine. BRC is a very big institute. Okay, you'll get these are fully funded courses. Huh? You getting into the institute is a problem. Once you are inside it, you will have fully funded course. Okay, so you can do explore research. You can get A to facilities from this particular institute. Very good facility, facility wise, very good research. This gives PhD combined degree in biomedical sciences. So you can choose any of these particular institutes, and if you want to really look for, really look for somewhere you are really interested into this a research, and you want to get into this research oriented career, these are the institutes for you. You can look for it. Now, some of you have asked procedure for entering the institute. Every institute offers these courses at a particular period. They give, you have to keep finding out, keep looking out for it. You can keep some notifications in your Google desktop. Okay, so you'll get any updates in that particular website. You keep getting it on your desktop, so you have to frequently check for the notifications and just explore when the notifications will start. Because of COVID, everything has been changed this particular year, but you will still get notifications for these institutes. But they're very good institutes, you can apply for it. Okay, BARC is in Mumbai. Okay, BARC, there are very good institutes in Pune as well. Okay, Indian Institute of Science and all. So stem cell research, that is also in Pune. Okay, NIRRH, okay, National Institute of Research in Reproductive Health Sciences, that is also in Mumbai. So very good institutes are in Mumbai and Pune. Okay, you can explore them. They give lot of courses, hands-on training programs. If you feel that I can't take up a new course, I want to just go and just find hands-on training programs, those training programs are also available. Okay, NIRRH gives hands-on training programs. You can really work with like stem cells, you can really work with PCR techniques, you can work with biotechnical procedures, okay, cell cycle procedures, cell separation procedures. All these things you can really do hands-on, especially in NIRRH. Even I told you about Pune also. They do in their website, they'll update you in their website. So just go, they give you 1 week training programs. Okay. So like weekend training programs. You can get hands-on training. But some of them are like chargeable. Okay, so you may have to pay. NIRRH doesn't ask you for any charge, but Pune Stem Cell Center asks you for some charge. Okay, some of the institutes they ask for charge, but most of them are really very good institutes. You can actually getting into them is the most important thing, right? So these are all alternative career choices. You want to choose after medicine, after dental, what I can do. These are all upcoming fields. You can choose out of this, especially related to the research. Someone cancer biology, biomedical simulation technology. My God, these are all very interesting. Motive that yes, I am this kind of person. I am into research. I would like to do lab oriented research, or I would like to go out into the field and do a field research. So like this, you should identify about yourself, like what type of researcher you are. So based on that, you can choose the field. If not patient direct, some of you, very honestly speaking, some of you are not comfortable with working with patients. Okay, so there are many students who comes to me and says that we are not comfortable working with patients. Now what to do? I've entered into the course, but I'm not comfortable with patients. So what to do? What else I can do? There are a lot of options. Okay, so all these are various options which I have shown. So with this, I think the topic ends. Okay, so any questions you can ask me now. I hope you have got some idea. It is useful, and this topic had given some insights about what needs to be done. And if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Yes, you can get the PowerPoint. Institutes offering MD, PhD dual degrees. Even after MBBS, there are institutes which are offering MCH degrees, direct MCH in neurosurgery, okay, vascular surgery, cardiovascular, CVTS surgery, okay. So there are some institutes, okay. You have to, like for example, I'll tell you, NIMHANS, Bangalore, it gives direct, after MBBS, post MBBS, you can get into NIMHANS for MCH degrees, and even PhD, MD, PhD dual degrees are there. Okay, even AIMS has got MD, PhD dual degree. Any tips for undergraduate students who want to do research during their BDS? Please go ahead, find out your guide, just explore options, topics. Choose some clinical faculty so that you get into clinics more. Always look for what will I get out of this project, and what a patient gets out of my project. Will my project be helpful for patients? These questions should be asked in your mind, and you can definitely go ahead and work on some good projects. Which website to go for notification of clinical research for BDS? Uh, Dear, you have got clinical research, lots of courses are there, lots of institutes are there which are offering MSc in clinical research. After BDS, you can enter into it. For research, you can even do that also. They will give you more of that also. Join that also as well. Right? Yes, you have MDS, PhD, dual right. At this point, I'm not so clear about all the institutes, but these two I'm very sure about. You can do it. Dual degree or masters in physiotherapy, you can, I think, MD, especially choosing I'm not exactly clear, but we definitely explore. There are institutes which give dual degree for physiotherapy as well, right? Direct MCH degrees, but there are any courses in India offering MD, PhD. Yes, yes, yes. You are getting direct degrees of direct courses, dual degrees with MD and PhD. That's what I'm saying. It is with AIMS also. It is with NIMHANS also. It is with various institutes. I think it is CMC Vellore also provides dual degree MD, PhD. So we have, yes, we get dual degrees. What will be the ideal time? Ideal time to start the research is second year mostly, because first year you have to get adjusted to the environment. So that's why it is important. So once you are you can go ahead and start in the second year, right? Can we apply more than one proposal for ICMR? No, only one proposal for one student. Okay, because they take your details, student details, and once during registration, you will get only one chance to register under your name and email address. Okay. Ma'am would recommend for research in final year MBS. No, not final year. Final year MBS is fine, concentrating on your final examination, your postgraduate examination. So second year in MBS, ideal time because you get three particular systems. Second, third, third. This is the good time for some topics. Thank you so much. I hope those are all the questions. Any more questions? I hope.
Yes, ma'am. Like we have one question on YouTube Live as well. That for ICMR STS, if research extends after internship, so will be like shall be funded even after like research is extended.
Sorry, I could not get your question. Can you repeat?
For ICMR STS, if research extends after internship, be allowed or will we be funded as well?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You will be.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay. So I guess
That's all.
we
These
have
are the
covered.
questions. Is there a
Uh,
journal? One second. Uh, thank you so much. I'm also glad that I could discuss topics all this for you. Mm, same research topic can be taken for the next year STS as well. Once if it is rejected, why you are applying the same topic. Maybe yeah, if you can modify the topic as per good. If you think that you haven't written well and the topic is good, yes, you can take the same topic and apply it again. No problem with that. Okay, you can
Ma'am,
always connect with LinkedIn. Yes, one second. I'm just answering the questions here. Is there a journal of ICMR where we may publish ICMR STS approved researchers? Yes, dear. There is journal of ICMR, which if you want to apply ICMR STS projects for this ICMR journal, ICMR has got a list of journals. You can definitely apply for them. You can get it published, but the publication rate is, I think, 1%, 0.8%, 1.5%. So it's very rare, getting published in ICMR STS. Yes, if your publication is so good and your content has great relevance, definitely, why not? You can. Yes. That's all. Can you please share your contact details? You can please contact Sritej. He's going to share my contact details with you. If you want, if you have any questions or doubts, you can always contact me anytime. No problem. Yeah, Sritej,
yes,
please, over to you.
yes, yes, sure, ma'am. So, like to be honest, it was really an amazing and wonderful session. So much informative. Like it was not like just overview, but it was in depth. Like entire research world. Like we had a tour. We can just say. So yes, ma'am. And we have like you have really did a great job by answering all the questions there. So thank you so much, ma'am. So on behalf of Rotaract Club of the Caduceus, I Rotaract Ritesh Jagtap would like to thank you for like conducting this session, for giving your valuable and immense time, and for sharing this information. Thank you so much, ma'am. And also, guys, this will be there present. This entire session as we have streamed it on YouTube, so it will be present on Rotaract Club of the Caduceus official YouTube page. So at any time, we can go and check there. The presentation as well as the entire session will be there. Thank you.